Number 2.
More and more workers are losing their job to automation. Now, one way to ease the situation is to offer a universal basic income, or UBI, which was most famously pushed, perhaps, by U.S. presidential candidate Andrew Yang.
I spoke with the head of the Yang Gang in Taiwan, Peter Wang, and also the head of UBI Taiwan, Tyler Prohaska. Prohaska tells us why he thinks Taiwan needs UBI.
In Taiwan, we focus on stagnant wages, particularly for young people in Taiwan, and we think that a lot of that is due to the fact of automation. In Asia in particular, there was a study from MIT that predicted over 51% of jobs in Asia could be displaced by automation.
Really?
And even Foxconn, the Taiwanese company, they want to automate 70% of their manufacturing jobs away. So the trend is already happening. Taiwan has the 6th highest density of robots in the world, so we know that there are companies here that are attempting to automate their jobs away. And what does that mean for the average worker in Taiwan? In the past 20 years, wages, as we all know, have been stagnant while the GDP continues to grow. So where does that money go? It goes to the people that own the robots. So it's not just a United States issue, it is a global issue, and it's an issue here in Taiwan as well.
What kind of income are you thinking about for people in Taiwan?
We studied 10,000 NT to 12,000 NT for adults and half that for young people. And if you incorporate the taxation that would be along with that program, it would be about 4% of Taiwan's GDP after you claw back from wealthier people or polluters.
So how much does the conversation in the U.S. affect the conversation in Taiwan? Because it is on the table now with Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Do you think people in Taiwan are paying attention at all?
At least from what we see, it's really revved us up. We've gotten a lot of people that come to us because they saw Andrew Yang in Taiwan media. So that connection, because he happens to be Taiwanese American, has really helped us in our promotion. One of our biggest posts was talking about Andrew Yang and his connection with Taiwan and the UBI dividend. So if he's successful in America, I really think it's going to be helpful to us here because Taiwanese people do look at what America's doing and they say, well, America's not doing this, so why should Taiwan? So if we get this as a serious discussion in the United States, I certainly think it's going to be a discussion here.
All right, Natalie, 20 seconds. Sell us on UBI.
Okay. This could help solve the problem of stagnant wages and brain drain. Who would want to leave Taiwan with UBI? Also, it would give people more time and space to explore their interests and to not have so much pressure in their lives. I think that would make Taiwan a more innovative and happier place.
Happier place.
Happier place and society.
I heard
right?
the key words. Nicely
You guys
done.
are efficient. Natalie is super efficient with her explanations.
So what do you guys think? UBI, would you go for it? Of course.
Free
I
money.
mean, who would say no to free
Seriously,
money?
only the government, but I'm sure they can figure out a way to do this, right?
Yeah, I think
And
the
I think
hardest
it's
problem
worth
with
it.
this is the feasibility of it. I think a lot of governments are thinking it's a pretty sketchy idea, so I guess we'll have to wait and see if anybody pushes this forward in 2020.